welcome to another video from Opinion Profit Club. This is Kayla, and today we're going to have a longer video to talk about how to find a part-time job. I often take for granted that there are people out there struggling to maybe find a part-time job. Maybe they don't want to work a traditional 8-hour shift or 12-hour shift or 40 plus hours a week. And that's my specialty. This video is right for you. If you can't find a job that fits your schedule, maybe you love your full-time job, but you need extra money. Or it could be that you don't know where to start your job search. You just don't know, so much information out there, you just don't know where to begin. Or maybe you're confused about what to do after you've actually submitted your application. I've got all the answers for you and more. Again, my name is Kayla. I like to call myself your side gig advisor, job that I get. And so I wanted to share my expertise and hopefully help someone else that may be struggling to find that perfect job area. I'm from Ohio, and I've done some work in Northern Kentucky as well. And I've worked for a variety of companies doing customer service and marketing type of jobs, student advisor positions. And so I wanted to share my expertise. I mean, I really have a lot of gratitude, and I really want people to be able to be confident about getting their next position. And there's just a lot of flexibility nowadays. You can work from home, as long as you have a good internet connection and a computer. And so a lot of these, I did work on site. If you still want to work at the office, that is fine. If you like, in the office or field work, you want to be outside the office, or maybe you just want to travel while doing work. I've pretty much almost done it all. All right, so this is what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how to really identify your job preferences, what you want from your next job. That's really important to know ahead of time, so you'll be in a control seat, so to speak, and you'll be able to notice jobs and kind of know what to listen for or ask an employer to make sure the position is right for you. You want to be prepared. That means, getting your resume together, knowing what you're going to wear, knowing where you're going to be, having tools to take notes. You want to know, we're going to talk about how to share your career goals. It's not enough anymore for, just you to know what you want to do. You want to be able to share that and with your personal network. So, other people may know of positions that are right for you. So you want to be able to share that. And then once you maybe have applied or met an employer, we're going to talk about how you continue to communicate them throughout your journey. So that, if there's anything they can do for you to connect you to a person that is at the job that you are looking for, you'll know who to contact and how to contact them. So let's get started. It's all about you. You are the product going before a potential job or employer. So it's important to know what you like and how you like to work. You are your own unique person. You can't really compare yourself to another person. You are you. And if you haven't had a job yet and you're on this webinar, well, you're going to need to get some experience. But these are some good tips for you to follow to kind of know what you are looking for. So you want to ask yourself, are you a morning person, or do you prefer waking up a little late? Right? Do you enjoy working indoors or outdoors? See the guy in the office there with his desk and a laptop. And then you see the young lady out. Looks like maybe she's in the garden or in front of some type of floral store. That's important to know when you're looking for work so that you can identify the work location and see if that is something you want to do. You want to continue working in the office, or you'll be confined to the indoors, or do you want to be outdoors? Do you want to work in an office setting, like we already talked about? Do you want to travel for work? Some folks travel, they drive, or, depends on if they're in what type of vehicle they're in. They're moving, they're doing construction work, they're on a forklift, maybe they're walking door to door, maybe they have to catch a plane ever so often to connect with the customer base. So that's something you want to think about. If you have experience in that, you want to say, hey, did I really like that? Or do I want to avoid that? Like me, for example, I prefer to work close. I prefer to live close to my employer. I don't like long commutes, driving and stuff. So I prefer to work close. Some folks don't mind. I think it was years ago, the average commute was like 50 miles. People were commuting 50 miles to work. So I know things have changed right now during the pandemic. A lot of employers have understood that their staff don't necessarily need to be in the office. But there are still opportunities out there to travel so you can get paid and travel to do your job. Or maybe you just want to work in a warehouse where you're constantly moving around. You see one of the photos is like a personal chef. They're kind of in and out doors at the same time throughout their shift. And then there's the other photo of the fella carrying a package. There's tons of opportunities to drive, do delivery type of work. So just kind of think about that. Think of your experience, or maybe just what you want to try. All right. Then when you figure out the environment in which you want to work, you want to think about your living expenses. If you have to pay, a mortgage or rent, you have to have that calculated and budget that in when thinking about having a new job. Or maybe you just want to be able to save. You're working already full time and you just don't have enough money to save for a special occasion or a nice vacation. And so these are things you want to think about when you are searching for a part-time job. Some successful keys to your job search. Again, we're harping on, you need to know what you want. You can't expect the employer to know that you don't like to work in an office, or know that you don't want to be walking around in a warehouse all day. You have to know how much you will accept for a salary or hourly wage. So you want to plan ahead, right? So this is part of the preparation process. You want to find out about, once you know what you want to find out about employers that meet your criteria and do some research on them, and make sure that is a place where you would want to pursue and, be there part-time. And searching for a part-time job is a daily process. It's not something that, you do once and then you just magically get hired. No, it's an ongoing process until you find that perfect job. So let's talk more about how you're going to prepare for your job hunt. Create a list of jobs you like to work. Create a list of companies you like to work for based on those job preferences we keep talking about. Once you find those companies, you have a list, then you want to search those company websites and see if they are hiring, or what type of employee they're looking for. What type of people are they looking for? What type of experience? What type of personality? What type of background best fit their work culture? You want to build your resume and make sure your resume includes things listed on a job description. You see a job posting and you scroll down and it has the description of things that the employer wants out of their next candidate. So if you have the experience, whether you got paid for it or you volunteered, you want to add that, or you want to speak to those skill sets that are transferable. They call it transferable. So that means it doesn't, if maybe you haven't worked in a certain industry, maybe, let me just throw out there, you're looking to work as a mechanic, and you have some transferable skills. You want to work as a mechanic, but you've only been a painter. You've only been painting homes or cars. You want to identify how those skills are transferable on your resume. You want to pick out those common skills that employer has listed that they're looking for the next candidate. You want to apply online or attend a local job fair. So when the world opens up, back up, then they have job fairs ever so often, typically at like a hotel, the ballroom in a hotel, and there'll be booths of different employers, or maybe they come to your school. There'll be a booth with different companies there where you can actually talk to someone in their human resource department and show your interest for that job. Man, finding the right job, it takes work and determination. So it is a process. It's not easy, as I'm sure you've experienced already. That's why you're on this webinar. So once you get those items all together and you start searching and looking at these employers and connecting with job leads, you want to take some time to really kind of look at your social media accounts from a professional standpoint. It's cool to have, some fun stuff on there. Maybe your family and friends can look at, but there are settings on your social media accounts that you can make private, or you can select if you want it to post publicly or just the people that are on your friends list. So make sure that the information or the content that you have, the images and whatever you're saying on your social media account is overall positive, that the world can see. I mean, you want to avoid posting content that could be offensive or inappropriate in the eyes of a potential employer, because they do check your social media accounts before they make a final decision. All right. So keep that in mind. Employers do that. You want to get organized. Plan ahead. You want to, once you build your resume, you want to go ahead and download it either on your phone or your desktop. You want to print some out if you're going somewhere, if you want to stop by the actual store or office that you are looking to apply at. You want to print out your resume, even if it says you apply online. If you happen to go up there, because I've done this myself several times, go up there. The receptionist ends up connecting you with somebody from the hiring department. You introduce yourself, shake your hand, and if you have that, they'll say, "Hey, do you have a resume?" Instead of saying that you got to email them, you can just hand them a hard copy. How easy is that? And I also, on every time I go in an in-person interview, they ask for my resume. So have several resumes available. It will just depend on how many people are going to be interviewing you. So you want to have a few we call them hard copies of your resume printed out, and put them in a folder, and have you some extra paper and a pen to write notes. And so you'll be organized. And like I said, you never know who you meet. So if you're at a job fair or you meet somebody that's um, a friend or a colleague knows that works in a place that you want to work at, be ready to tell them about yourself. They call that an elevator pitch. Tell them about what interests you about that particular job and why you are the best candidate for that position. It's your time to shine, baby. When you meet that person, um, that is involved in the hiring process, you wanna talk all about yourself. You want to make sure they know that you are serious about working for them, and do some practice. We call those mock interviews. Practice with someone you trust. Maybe look up some interview questions that an employer might be asking or that you've been asked before. And I do this for myself every time I'm looking for work, no matter if it's a phone interview, a video conference, or an in-person interview. I update my little my little interview sheet, a couple questions about myself, about what I've done most recently, why I left my employer, and what I'm looking for in this next position. And so I have that all, typed up. And sometimes I just print it out. Just being prepared it makes a huge difference. And then once you do that, you can ask somebody to pretend like they're the hiring manager and interviewing you. And make sure, like somebody you trust. It's going to be uncomfortable, but in a lot of companies now, like the job sites and things, they have options for you to connect with somebody, or some other resources that we'll talk about here soon, where you can actually practice with someone that you may not know, if you feel more comfortable doing mock interviews that way. Here we go, just in time. So here's some free resources if you need help writing your resume, or doing some interviewing. You can reach out to your local career services department in your college or in your school. There's the state unemployment websites. They have a ton of resources for you to help with your resume writing and job interviews, and just making up your mind about what you want to do in life. Your local library. I love. I am an advocate of the public library. So you definitely want to connect with them. They usually have an employment services department that is dedicated to helping with, getting you ready for your job search. So they are a great resource. There's social service organizations, the places that you may know people that have applied for public assistance, food cards, medical, social security, cash assistance, things of that nature. Nonprofit organizations, they if they are not the place to help you with your resume writing or job interviewing, they will direct you to the right place. And of course, you can apply for jobs on the online job boards, like Indeed, Monster. There's a ton out here now. They even have the mobile apps, which you can apply for jobs, or actually clock in for work, or just do a variety of things from your smartphone. So keep an eye out like that. I mean, think about it. You got Lyft out there, Amazon, different companies like that, where basically shipped, you're just working from your mobile phone after the initial hiring. So be open to that as well. And let everyone know that you are looking for a job. You want to tell your family and your friends. I know sometimes it can feel embarrassing, but that, like they say, your network is your net worth. So it's statistics have shown, we all know, around 600 people. So I mean, that just opens the door. So don't be shy. Let people know you are looking for work. You want to schedule a meeting with your school counselor if you need that one-on-one attention. You need some privacy. You need that one-on-one help. Contact the school counselor. Visit the local stores. If you want to work in a local retail store, or an office that you have in your area, like I said, I've done it. If you could do it before and after you apply. Go in those stores, ask if they're hiring, they'll usually connect you with somebody, or give you some paperwork. Grab that paperwork or jot down the website where you need to apply, or go sit in the booth. There's usually a booth with a computer sometimes that you can actually submit your application there. So make sure you try that. It's worked for me. I'm a witness to that. And post it on social media. Post that you're looking for work on your social media pages. If you like, LinkedIn is a great resource if you're looking for professional jobs. You may want to connect on there. And they also have a job boards, job listings on LinkedIn.com. They also have job listings on Facebook.com as well. So after you've met with a hiring manager, or spoke with the hiring manager, or talked to a recruiter, you want to, you've applied for the job. You want to follow up. You want to communicate. You want to let them know that you are still looking for work, if that is the case, because they have tons and tons of other people applying just like you. So you want to stand out. You want to follow up with everyone you meet. You can do that by phone, via email, or physical mail. If you've already done all your interviews, you can send a personal thank you card in the mail. You can also offer to volunteer your services. I know a lot of people shun from that, but I've met a lot of folks in industries I'm interested in, or doing work like I like to do in the community through volunteering my services. And maybe you feel like you don't know what your skill sets are. It's a great opportunity for you to get some experience. No one says you got to do it for 20 plus hours a week, but you do want to offer your services out in the community. And you can, while you're not employed, that looks good on your resume that you have been out there, and you can apply those skills. You want to keep a written log, or or you can use your computer, or like a spreadsheet, and document who you talk to, what's their contact information, what's their email address, what's their phone number, what's the physical address of the company. These are things that really accelerate your success when looking for work and get you hired. So what we talked about today, we talked about that looking for work is an ongoing process, and it does require a daily commitment. We talked about you need to plan ahead, and this will keep you organized and save you time and energy. And we also talked about you keeping notes, and that'll help you look good and follow up with potential employers or job leads, and keep you top of mind, letting them know that you are the best candidate for the job. And so this presentation was put together by Opinion Profit Club. And if you need extra help, you can visit our website or send an email. As you can see on the screen, admin@opinionprofitclub.com. And join our email list. And I'm giving out a free copy of my Quick Start Career Guide. It talks about jobs that really more like gigs, side hustles that you can start earning money fast without, a college degree. You can start earning money in your local area. And so that's something, it's like 10 of them in there. That's some game for you right there. So make sure you join my email list so you can get a free copy of that. Connect with me online, and we'll keep you updated with the latest part-time job and side gigs, side hustle opportunities for you to make extra money. Find that perfect job. Control your income. Maybe you want to pay off some debt. These are just strategies that I've used. So you want to stay connected with me. Send me an email if you have any questions. Connect with me on the social media pages. We're on Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. Our blog. I'll try to put stuff out every month. Join that email list. I got links in the bio. Make sure you like, subscribe, share this information. Post a comment below. It's been a pleasure. Until we talk again. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching.